Well, most insurance agents and new agencies fail within the first 5 years. The numbers are quite staggering. Roughly about 80% of insurance agencies do not make past their first 12 months. And if you look at sort of 5-year data, about 90% of them fail. And the main reason new insurance agencies fail is because they cannot build a critical mass of book of business that's enough to support the operational cash need of the agency, right? And so Renegade launched a $1 million seed book program for our new franchisees because we want to make sure that the franchisees we bring in to join Renegade are off to a great start from day one, right? So the first thing is it ensures that there is revenue, commission income coming in from the day you begin with Renegade, right? Allows you to essentially generate cash flow that you can invest in your operating expenses as well as invest in growth. The second thing is you at least have a pre-existing book of business to work with. So you can, a lot of our agents do cross-sell, upsell from that book of business, and it significantly enhances the velocity of growth for these new agencies. Right. The third thing is because they are now starting at a much higher base, and because the velocity of growth is significantly higher, the agencies, they don't mature at around $2 to $3 million, which is what happens with most personal line P&C agencies. They actually end up building a much larger book of business, so $10, $12, $15 million book of business. The bigger the book of business, the greater the value of the agency. So when we looked at this combined, it made sense that for us to ensure the success of the new franchisees that are joining Renegade, if we can seed them with an existing book of business that gives them commission revenue that they are able to use in covering the operational costs, that they can actually grow the agency faster. They can build a much larger book of business that they can focus on cross-sell, upsell from day one. And then the other benefit is that once you have a book of business, the systems, the processes, and the learnings that inevitably has to happen in the initial days also accelerates. So all of this ensures that a new agency is far more likely to be successful under Renegade than any other alternatives out there. Well, I believe charging high fees, high upfront fees to agents is plain and simply wrong. And we've taken the approach of reducing sort of the capital investments that our franchisees need to make as much as possible, because it ensures that they're able to take the capital as well as the commission income that they generate and reinvest in growth. And it is particularly important in the initial years, right? Because when you're starting from scratch, you don't really have an income. Right? The commission income is not sufficient to cover your costs. So our mission is to not sign up as many franchisees as possible. Our mission is to make sure that we are bringing in franchisees and getting them to be really successful and build a thriving large book of business. To ensure that, we need to make sure that they are viable. They are viable from day one. That the capital that they have goes back into building the agency, reinvesting the agencies, as opposed to paying high fees to start with, right? And we've deliberately designed a model at Renegade that we are only successful when our agents that are starting their agencies are widely successful. Well, Renegade's franchise offering is quite different from your sort of a traditional franchise offering. And it's in large part because we give our franchisees an opportunity to earn a stake in the broader company. And we do so for a couple of different reasons. First, it creates long-term wealth for our franchisees, right? Beyond the annual profit that they make, that our franchisees make in their agency, and the value of their agencies, now our franchisees have an ability to earn a stake in the broader company, right? And as Renegade grows, as Renegade's valuation increases, it creates that long-term wealth for our franchisees. So I think that's the first point. So the second point is that this mitigates our franchisees' financial risk, right? By having exposure to broader Renegade equity, our franchisees are diversified. Even when they are facing challenges in their individual agency, having equity exposure to the broader organization gives them that financial security.